Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski, and today I'm posing the question, how long is 10 minutes? How much can you get done in PokeMMO in 10 minutes? Today I'm going to be trying to make as much money as possible, flipping live on the GTL for 10 minutes. I'm going to be non-stop recording the entire process. I'm going to have my timer up in the top right hand corner. I will be trying to snipe as many Pokemon and get as many good deals as possible. And then I'll be listing them afterwards, bringing up my handy sidekick, the Windows calculator, and we'll be calculating and price checking and seeing how much profit I made in just 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and get ready to get started. Let's have that timer up in the top right hand corner to my bottom left. I haven't scouted anything on the GTL. I'm going to be searching for Pokemon mostly. That's how you get most of your good deals. Let's go ahead and start that timer and get started. Wish me luck. Everything's going to be blind. Timer started, let's go. Okay, hop on the GTL immediately. One of my first searches that I usually do is something like this. I'll do 25 plus in pretty much every stat, except for 20 plus in one stat. Right here we see a Ditto already. That seems quite decent. However, let's go ahead and change this to Ditto to see if it actually isn't. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take that. 8K spent so far. I did start at 14,110K. That was super important. Now let's try a different search. Try special attacking. Let's get rid of the Ditto search. It is going to be expected profit at the end of the day. That will be something important to keep in mind. We see some things here. Let's go ahead and search for 25 there. Do 20 here. Lowering these to 20 can be nice. Check certain aid group. Let's check bug. Nothing super cheap or out of the ordinary there. Monster. This is kind of cheap, but not a great 8. Is it worth it? I exited out of the GTL on accident. That one honestly might be worth it. I'm gonna go for it. How long has that Whisper been listed? I guess is what it comes down to, honestly. 2 days? Nah, not gonna bite. I want it to be a realistic. Now this 7031s. This has been listed for 9 days as well. I can flip this for at least like 10K though, probably. That's been listed for four days though. Really, I'm gonna snipe that. I think I can at least sell that for 10K. I think that's plenty fair. Field A group's not great for special attack. Let's go to Fairy. See something here. 13 hours. It's been up for 11 days. Can at least sell these for like 8K or something. I'll snipe those. I'll grab that. Plant. Decent price here. Not really much margin. Let's look for bigger stuff. Let's look for Dittos. Let's do Ditto 31 speed here. Ditto 31 speed and see if we can find something with other stats going on. Nope, nothing there. Let's try get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Try this. Nothing really relevant. Try to see if we can find a cheap one here. A little bit of room there for a flip. 4K of a flip. Nah, not really even, because it'd be like 3K or less. Not worth it. It's tough when you have 10 minutes. I'm kind of like taking... I don't want to take too many flips or too many bites on stuff that I wouldn't normally do. Really tough. Let's get rid of the 31 speed. Try this here. There's all kinds of searches that I'm used to doing. Let's try 20 plus across the board. Still under Ditto, though. You essentially just want to look for outliers. You want to look for outliers. You want to look for stuff... Okay, let's get rid of the Ditto. Let's try 31, 25, 25. Or defensive stats. Every Pokemon needs defensive stats. This is what? Mineral Egg Group? Could be decent. Could be interesting. Yeah. 7 hours listed. 10K. This should sell for at least 10K. I'll buy that for sure. Like, or even if it does like 8K. I could lower it to like 8K. Let's try... Alphas could be really decent as well. However, alphas are super risky. What's another search we could try? 6 minutes left. We're still making really good time, I feel like. Let's try Chaos Aid Group. You can find some really good snipes sometimes in Chaos. Let's try 20, 20, 20. 25K for this, and it's male? Like, this might be a snipe. How long has that been listed for? It's been listed for a long time, though. I don't know why it hasn't sold. This one's 2 double 31s. Makes sense. This seems way too good to pass up. Are you guys seeing this? Like 25k for this Litwick. That's 25 plus. Oh yeah, no, I gotta pick that up. That's I can definitely flip that. That's really good. I'm really surprised that hasn't sold. It's okay to sit on stuff for a bit. Dragon's a great aid group to check, because you'll find those cheap Magikarps. You'll end up finding those cheap Magikarps. Let's go for... Let's not worry about speed. This one for 16k. Not great. Let's just check new listings for a bit. One of the most active way that people snipe or do flipping is just actively doing this. Checking for new listings. It definitely can be good to do that, but I like to kind of jump around and check stuff here and there. Check some weird Ditto IVs. Some weird placements. Right, it's like 4,200 for this. I mean, it's not really, look, you know, it's not really interested. 27k minimum for that. Really interesting. It's crazy how it jumps up with the 1 IV, right? Try 20 there. Nothing crazy. Let's up that to 25. Let's do 20 here. No crazy discrepancies. 20. Nothing crazy once again. I could probably buy a couple of these. Like, this is almost 25 plus across the board. I feel like you need a 31 there, though, to make it really, really relevant. Got 4 minutes left. I feel like this... no, I'm pretty sure hidden ability dittos aren't that much anymore. Don't get baited by that. We can even check. Yeah, hidden ability dittos are nothing nowadays. Crazy, crazy price changes. Let's check items really quick. I don't usually have to snipe items. Items usually don't stick around. So they're not usually good for like searching for flips. Gotta keep looking. Something we can look for is Pokemon with multiple 30s. Let's try like something like this. Like this, dude, come on. A Magnemite double 30 in those stats? That has to be worth more, right? Really? There's one for 4,500 as well? I might just buy both these and flip them. I could sell both these for at least 10k. Like no doubt. There's no way. Those are way too cheap. The next, obviously these are 50k because they have a 31 and some other stats, but yeah, no, those double 30s are way too cheap. Let's try 25. Magnemites can be really good, because they are they're really important for PvP. OU players need Magnezones. They're super important. A little bit of room for profit there, but don't really care. Try this. I've been seeing some alpha Magnezones and such come in for super cheap. Let's check alphas. What I'll do with alphas is I'll check alphas, and I'll sort by the newest start date. 34k just now. Special attack pincers, you don't want to touch those. You're trying to flip Marowak. That feels really cheap. I'm probably too slow on it though. Someone's already bitten it, most likely. It's also Jolly. Nah, that's way too cheap. I don't know. That was a total blind buy. The fact that that's Jolly, I'm gonna have to see. I could have just lost money on that. I have no idea, but it's way too cheap. Torpedo. Nah, I'm not gonna touch that. That seems way too cheap, but I could be wrong. It seems just so cheap. There's a what looks like a let's check Cyndaquils. It looks like a Blastoise that was supposed to be for gym runs, but it didn't have what's it called on it? 3k here. Check for nature. You can often find like modest, rash, or no, sorry, not modest. Usually you'll find mild or rash Cyndaquils underpriced. Because people don't think of those as a good nature, but they really are. Mild and rash are really, really, really good. Look at all these cheap ones. Like these honestly should all probably be 40k. Like I almost want to snipe up all of these and flip them for 40k, but it's so many. It's kind of risky. But they've all been listed for like a similar amount of time. I'm always surprised when I see stuff like this. These Cyndaquils listed with the correct nature for the same price as base Cyndaquils. I really want to snipe all these up, but the issue is it doesn't seem like people are actually buying them, which blows my mind. I probably could. I'd have to breed those. That'd be a great money making method for breeding. If you want to make some money right now, go check the Cyndaquil market. See if you can find those cheap. Especially the one that was like rash and 24 plus special attack. Like that's so much profit to be made there. It's actually nuts. Let's go ahead and check some more stat stuff. Let's do this. We see cheaps. What, fairy? Let's check that A group. 10k. We can flip this then for sure. Huge snipe there. Let's check the mineral. We saw the Garbodor. Oh yeah, right. No, we flipped that. We flipped that right easily. No, they've been listed for so long though. But dude, I feel like this is a good flip. No way this doesn't sell for 10k, right? I can't believe it's been listed for 10 days. Who's not buying this? That'd have to be a breed deal. I can't waste my time. 23 seconds. Let's get rid of the egg group. Magikarp. Really? These carps are so cheap. I think there's so much money to be made right now in the current economy with breeding. But I think it's a little more difficult. Oh, there's a little sound with it. I'm just going to let time run out. There it is. That's the 10 minutes. That is the 10 minutes. I'm going to go calculate. I'm going to check the mail. I'm going to start selling stuff and see how much profit was made. Alright, here we are afterwards. Here's everything we bought. We bought around 9 Pokemon within 10 minutes, which is honestly pretty decent. Finding 1 snipe per minute is really solid. We also spent around almost exactly 100k. We spent around 98k exactly. Or 99k, I believe. 98 or 99k. So almost 100k or so. Now it's time to just run through, price check things, try to sell everything, list things appropriately, and get a proper expected value. Alright, before I price check the first thing being this Magnemite, make sure to let me know if you guys enjoyed this type of video today. This was pretty interesting, something I wanted to try out. Let me know by either liking the video or subscribing, or telling me in the comments, hey, this was cool, I want to see this again. It lets me know what kind of content you guys want to see, and I always want to try to shape my content around that to some extent. Obviously, I want to do what I enjoy, but hey man, I enjoy this a lot, so let me know in the comments down below. Once again, let's go ahead and get looking for this Magnemite price check. Now, if you don't know how to price check in PokeMMO, generally, it's a combination of kind of experience, guesstimating, inference, alongside reverse searching. So what I would do to price check this Magnemite is search 30s on stats like this. I also have my ultimate price checking guide to check out if you don't know how to. It's probably one of the most important skills to understand in PokeMMO. Now, I can look at this Magnemite, see it's been listed for a day, see it has a 31, 27 plus special defense and defense. It's much better than mine. This is not going to be an accurate price for my Magnemite, obviously, right? I'd probably go ahead and honestly list this thing for like 10 to 15k, but I'll probably do a little bit more digging first. Let's do 28 in these stats and see if we can find something. Obviously, these are too cheap in comparison to my Magnemites. Let's go ahead and look through though. Yeah, I think my best bet is going to go for around this 11.99 range, or around, yeah, let's do 11.999 and we'll see if this sells. That's the expected profit so far. Let's add that to the calculator. So we'll do 11, we'll just do 12k, and then at the very end we'll subtract obviously the 100k spent. And that'll leave us with our total expected profit and not just, the total, money coming in. On to the second Magnemite. I'm going to move a lot quicker now through these price checks, and I'll just show you guys the meat of it. This Magnemite's the same exact thing, so once again, I'm going to go for that 12k price check, throw it in there like this, throw 12k up on the calculator. Next, on to this Alpha. Now, this was a blind buy. There's no way I lost money on it. I only bought it for 40k, right? I would assume so. This seemed like a really good buy. Having that Jolly Nature with the 31 attack and speed just seems incredible to me, but maybe I'm missing something. I believe Marowak is also in the Monster A group, Monster and... Oh yeah, just Monster, which is a really good A group. So just off IVs alone, you're looking at around 50k, maybe even 65k, so around 10 to 20k profit there. However, that Jolly Nature heavily matters in a situation like this when you have your stats in attack and speed. That's disgusting. Definitely not worth that much. Let's lower these to 20 and see what we're looking at. 70k here, probably pretty accurate. Mine's even better than this. The next cheapest one is 3 times 31 and it's 200k. I really want to list this thing for like 100k. Maybe 80k. Maybe honestly, I'm just gonna undercut this thing. Even though mine is better, I care about selling mine as quickly as possible. Just for the sake of this video and for the sake of everything, I'm gonna go and list it for 70k. I'm gonna undercut it at 69999 like this. We'll add 70k on the calculator. So I'm gonna try to kind of conservative on some stuff, and then I might overestimate some stuff to kind of keep it more fair, right? I might have overestimated the Magnemites, honestly, so I'll be a little more conservative on the Marowak, leave it at a fair price. It is super relevant that the Marowak was female as well, so someone can't just go ahead and directly breed it. They'd have to rebreed it and then breed it with the Pokemon they want and probably get it male, or they'd have to be wanting a Marowak competitive with hidden ability, which most people don't want. Most people want it as like a Gible breeder or something of the sort. Moving on to Snubble, this is a pretty easy one. It's just A group plus the IVs. So if we just do Fairy A group and then 25, 25, 25, 25 all across like this, we see around 25k. I'm going to go ahead and list this thing for 22 999, so plus 23k right there. And now we're already over the money we spent. So we've already profited if these price checks are correct. And we still have, what, 5 Pokemon to check? Over half. I really can't believe this Litwick buy. It just seems so incredibly good, especially since it's male. It's really, really nice. It's much better than this one. I'm probably going to list this thing for like 35k. I think that is super fair. Honestly, could maybe even get more. Chaos A group type breeders with 31 special attack, and it is every stat. It is everything you need. This is just so good for pretty much any major special attacker in OU, like Gengar, and I think Chaos A group. Chaos A group loves those special attacking IVs. Gotta make sure to add that plus 35k over on the calculator. Almost forgot. There we go. Let's check out this Vanillish next. Now, this Vanillish is a little bit of a smaller flip, if I remember correctly. I'm going to list it for 8k, which honestly, in my opinion, is probably too cheap. But we do have that Garbodor there sitting at like 10k that hasn't sold. So you know what? Someone will buy that, I think. You know, it has the HP, and it has 25 defenses, 27 plus if you're looking for that nice mineral, you know, defensive, which usually you are for Golem. That's a perfect breeder for Golem. All you need is like attack and speed, or yeah, attack and speed at that point. It's looking great. So moving on to Skiploom. For Skiploom, we're looking at IVs plus A group. However, we actually have 2 A groups that are important to check for Skiploom. So you have to check to see which one is worth more. I'm going to check Plant and Fairy. So we see, you know, really cheap there, 2k, 5k. Quickly does shoot up though. Go ahead and check Fairy. We see 11k. We see 20k for this. It's got the attack stat though. This is quite comparable. I'd say the Shroomish. It's still not sold though. I might just go 10k on this Skiploom, which is quite cheap. Once again, being very like safe with my listings, but you know what? I want it to be as accurate of a price check as possible for you guys, and maybe you can even make more money. We're looking at 170k so far. Next, over onto the Pidgey, same thing, A group plus IVs. Look at the Flying A group. And Pidgey's looking like an easy 15k or so, maybe 12k because it hasn't sold in a bit. Do we see any 1x31s and anything else? I might look at like 12k. Yeah, let's go 12k on this. We'll do 11,999 like this. Now onto our last Pokemon, the Ditto. The Ditto is pretty easy. It's pretty much just 25 plus and the 20 plus in the stat that it does have. Search by Ditto, look for a comparable one. This one has a 31 though, so not super comparable. But it's only been listed for 3 hours. Honestly, this could be a nice flip. This one has no 31s, been listed for 25k for a couple days. Probably just go 15k. I don't know what I bought it for. I'll probably just go 15k on it. Really, really safe. These should all sell quite quickly. I feel like I was pretty safe. Pretty conservative in my listing, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. We're looking around 197k total. Let's go ahead and subtract. We spent around what, 98k with our total price, or without all of our listing fees. It's around 110k. So let's go ahead and do that. You know what? Let's be really, really, really realistic. Let's subtract 111k. Be really, really fair. Looking at least 87k profit. At least 87k profit, honestly, in my opinion. It could be a little more. It could be a little less. You could be better at flipping than me. You could be faster than me. This was all in 10 minutes. Theoretically, if you're able to make 87k every 10 minutes while flipping, let's do that times 6. You're able to make over 500,000 Pokeyen per hour. Now, obviously, it's a lot of theoretics. The market isn't always this flush and, you know, lush and full of, you know, great flips and everything. I think early in the morning, EST, like, you know, 10 a.m., 8 a.m., early morning, East Coast, there's a lot of great Pokemon that were listed late last night or something of the sort, or early in the morning, that people haven't really picked up yet or haven't really sniped yet. So definitely check out at certain times. It really does matter. It really does affect the Pokemon you'll be able to find. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this fun little experiment. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO content. Check out these streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. EST on Twitch and on YouTube now, which is awesome. Discord link is down below. If you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, there are links down below to do so. YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs. You guys know the drill. I just appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for your time. Have a great day, and go make some Pokeyen on PokeMMO today. Maybe hunt for a shiny. Best of luck to you. Yo, if you're watching this, that means you watched the entire video. So first things first, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. And if your name is on this list, that means you go above and beyond and support the channel and allow me to do what I do every single day. Thank you so much, and have a great day.